The next station is Hayes and Harlington.
Hayes and Harlington Station serves Great Western Railway and the Elizabeth Line. It is the station westbound services before they branch off, one going to Heathrow and one going to Slough. The station is in the borough of Hillingdon, having a bay platform and 4 through platforms, lifts, toilets, access to other platforms via stairs, a car park, live information showing train departures, bus arrivals, status of TFR services, also has ticket machines and a ticket office. Buses which serve the station travel to Uxbridge, Heathrow Airport, Hounslow and Harrow. Superloop also serves the train station, and the SL9 is the only bus route for the Superloop that serves Hayes and Harlington Station. There is a brand new staircase replacing the old abandoned closed down staircase to the car park, which has some parking spaces located by the fast lane used by non-stopping services passing through platforms 1 and 2, used by stopping services when issues with delays arises or there's an issue with the slow lane. The reason why I dislike the station is because of the single set of doors that choose not to open, which is the rear doors on the last coach. For trains terminating and reversing, it's the rear doors on the last coach, but when it reverses, it becomes the first set of doors on the first coach. Where it stops, it uses the whole platform, and the rear doors on the last coach, it stops and it gives access to the platform, and they chose just to have that inaccessible for passengers. It'd be great if you just have all the doors open for the station as the trains use the entire platform. I do like the big blue dotted circles with numbers informing passengers which car they're about to board. And I've already noticed the Elizabeth Line trains have different stopping points. Instead of informing passengers at Hayes and Harlington on board trains to change for trains to Reading and Heathrow Airport, which they do when trains travel to Whitechapel.
This is the train to Paddington. Next station, Whitechapel. Change for District, Hammersmith and City and London Overground lines. Change here for trains to Reading and Heathrow Airport.
But it'd be great if you would inform passengers twice when travelling to Whitechapel, letting them know that you can change trains for Reading and Heathrow Airport, and do the same when travelling west or south. For closest exits, use the doors in the first or second carriage on westbound services, but on the eastbound services, you can use the doors in the 8th or 9th carriage. Do not use the rear doors in the last coach, as they don't open, unfortunately. When travelling east, if you want a quieter carriage and to find the seat easily, use either an Abbeywood via Canary Wharf, which comes from Heathrow Airport, or a Shenfield via Stratford service, which also comes from Heathrow Airport. You can board carriage 1, 2 or 3, which is likely to be the quietest. I say from carriage 5 or 6, as the entrances for passengers travelling east of Heathrow Airport, they are located at the back of the eastbound trains, which is why the Abbeywood via Canary Wharf services get busier around the back of the train, and also the Shenfield via Stratford services are likely to be busy around the back of the train, which makes sense why the front of the train is quieter. So if you want to have a quieter coach travelling east from Hayes and Harlington, use the front of the train. Two different station signs. There is the blue station sign, which I found interesting, and then this one, which is for the Elizabeth Line. The blue station sign, I thought it was the TFL, to represent TFL Rail, probably just to represent National Rail.